Children, today we are doing practice set 2.3. Solve the following quadratic equation by completing the square method. And this method we use to find the values of x. Previously we had seen by factorization method. This is another method to find the values of x. And this has one alternate method also. I'll show with the same exercise in the next video. Now let us see how it is done. First of all, the first step is to put the given equation in the general form of the quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If it is not in the general form, you have to put it in the general form. Then the second step is to see whether the coefficient of x square is 1 or no. If it is not 1, we have to make the coefficient of x square 1 compulsorily. Now, third step, we have to find the third term. Now, what is the third term? It has got a formula. It is equal to half multiplied by coefficient of x the whole square. This we have to remember in our mind, children. Half multiplied by coefficient of x the whole square. Remember, it is not half multiplied by coefficient of x square. These brackets must be put. If we don't put the brackets, it can be seen as half multiplied by coefficient of x square, which might be different. So here now, what is the coefficient of x? First of all, we have to find out the coefficient of x. The coefficient of x is plus 1. So put it here, half multiplied by 1 the whole square. That gives us half the whole square equal to 1 upon 4. So this 1 upon 4 has to be added and subtracted. Now where it has to be added and subtracted? First of all, let us write the equation and take the constant to the right hand side. Now add 1 upon 4, which is called as third term, to the left hand side and right hand side. Both we have to add to the left hand side and the right hand side. So what do we get? See, this is in the form of a plus b the whole square, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab, and can be written as a plus b the whole square. So if you write it directly, also it will do a plus b the whole square is equal to, add it up children, 4 is the LCM, so cross multiply 80 plus 1, that gives us x plus half the whole square is equal to 81 upon 4, and x plus half is equal to square root of 81 upon 4, or either you can write taking square roots on both the sides. So what do you get? Children, always remember, whenever we having the square root, we get two values, that is positive as well as negative. So we get it as x plus half is equal to positive and negative together. Square root of 81 is 9 and square root of 4 is 2. That is, you get two values. X plus half is equal to plus 9 upon 2 and x plus half is equal to minus 9 upon 2. That gives us x is equal to 9 upon 2 minus half and x is equal to minus 9 upon 2 minus half, which shows x is equal to 9 minus 1 upon 2 and x is equal to minus 9 minus 1 upon 2, which ultimately gives us x is equal to 8 upon 2, that is nothing but 2 ones are 2, 2 fours are 8, that is 4, and x is equal to minus 10 upon 2, that is nothing but 2 ones are 2 fives are minus 5. So your final answer will be the roots of the quadratic equation are 4 and minus 5. Alright children, now let us go in the similar manner for the second question. The second question is given to us as x square plus 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. In the same manner, children, find the third term. First, see that whether the given equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 or no. If it is not in the general form, put it in the general form. Second step, check whether the coefficient of x square is 1 or no. If it is 1, then continue with the next step. Next step is to find the third term. The third term, we find it as formula half multiplied by coefficient of x the whole square, children, the whole square. So see what is the coefficient of x. Write it over here. Coefficient of x is equal to 2. So half multiplied by 2 the whole square, children. Always remember it is whole the square, not only for 2 the square, it is entire thing the square. So 2 and 2 got cancelled. We are left with 1 the square is equal to 1. Now take the equation, put the constant to the right hand side and add 1 on both the sides. Add the third term, both the sides. And what do you get? We are getting a complete square, children. Whenever we are doing this method, as the name suggests, we are getting a complete square. Which one is a complete square? This expression is showing a complete square. It is in the manner of x the square, that is a square plus b square plus 2ab, which gives us a plus b the whole square. So a plus b the whole square is equal to 6. Now take square root on both the sides. Taking square roots on both the sides, what do you get? The left hand side becomes x plus 1 and the right hand side becomes plus minus root 6, because square root always gives two values, children. Two values. How does it give? let us say 6 the square is equal to 36. Even minus 6 the square is equal to 36, children. So there are two values when you find the square root of 36. That means square root of 36 can be plus 6 or it can be minus 6 also. That's why whenever it is an example what I have taken. So whenever you are finding a square root, you will always get two values, one in positive and one in negative. Therefore, x is equal to plus minus root 6 minus 1. So, either x is equal to plus root 6 minus 1 or x is equal to minus root 6 minus 1 are the roots of the given quadratic equation. Alright children, this is the second question. Let us come to question number 3 and see what is given. It is given as m square minus 5m is equal to minus 3. So the x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is the general form. But this let us not change it children, because we are taking the constant to the right hand side in this method. So let it be as it is. Let us find the third term. The third term is equal to half multiplied by coefficient of, here because the variable is m, so coefficient of m the whole square. Fine, coefficient of m the whole square. So what is the third term? Let us see. First of all, here you have to write what is the variable. The variable is m and coefficient of, in place of x children, we will find coefficient of m is equal to, along with the sign children, see, along with the sign minus 5. So substitute it, what will you get? Half multiplied by minus 5 the whole square. That gives us 1 into minus 5 is minus 5 upon 2, and the minus the square is positive, 5 the square is 25 and 2 the square is upon 4. So you got 25 upon 4. Now add the third term on both the sides. You have to add the third term on both the sides of the equation children. So what do you get? You get a complete square. M square minus 5m plus 25 upon 4 is equal to minus 3 plus 25 upon 4. Alright. If you see, it is a complete square and we get as m the square plus 5 upon 2 the whole square, and in between minus 2 into m into 5 upon 2. Children, that gives us c. A square minus 2ab plus b square. What is the difference here? Here we have minus 2ab. That means we have got a minus b the whole square. If it is a plus, then you will get a plus b the whole square. If this is a minus, then you will get a minus b the whole square. So it has to be written as a minus b the whole square is equal to, solve this children, 4 is a LCM, cross multiply, minus 12 plus 25, that gives us m minus 5 upon 2 the whole square is equal to 13 upon 4, because bigger number is positive, so answer will be positive. Now take square root on both the sides. Taking square root on both sides, what do we get? M minus 5 upon 2 is equal to, always square root gives two values, plus minus 13 upon 4, that gives us plus minus difference, put the square root, separate it, plus minus square root 13 upon 2. Square root of 13, it is not a perfect square, but square root of 4 is 2. Therefore, m is equal to plus minus 13 the square root upon 2 plus 5 upon 2. What will it give you, children? It will give you plus minus, again take LCM, common LCM 2 square root of 13 plus 5. Now this we cannot solve because, children, it is a surd. Square root of 13 and 5 is a whole number, cannot be added with each other. So your final answer will be, either m is equal to plus root 13 plus 5 upon 2 or minus root 13 plus 5 upon 2 are the roots of the quadratic equation. Fine, children. Let us see the question number 4, children. 9y square minus 12y plus 2 is equal to 0. First see whether it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. If it is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, then the next step is to see that the coefficient of y square must be 1. If it is not 1, we have to make it 1. Let us divide throughout by 9 so that the coefficient of y square will become 1. Dividing throughout by 9, we get as 9y square upon 9 minus 12y upon 9 plus 2 upon 9 is equal to 0. So what you get as, cancel, 3 4s are 3 3s are 9, 3 3s are, and 3 4s are 12. You are left with y square minus 4 upon 3y plus 2 upon 9 is equal to 0. And now find the third term. The third term we have to find, and for that we have the formula as half multiplied by coefficient of here the variable is y, so we will take coefficient of y. So we have to write here the variable is y, hence what is the coefficient of y? Coefficient of y is equal to minus 4 upon 3. So solve first. Half multiplied by minus 4 upon 3 the whole square. The numerator multiplied by the numerator gives you minus 4 upon 6 the whole square. Reduce it, children. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. Now minus the square is positive, 2 the square is 4 and 3 the square is 9. So 4 upon 9 will be your third term. So add 4 upon 9 to the equation. First of all, put the constant to the right hand side and then add 4 upon 9 on both the sides. This what is a 4 upon 9? This is a third term. Alright. So add it. Y square minus 4 upon 3y plus 4 upon 9 is equal to minus 2 upon 9 plus 4 upon 9. So see, what do we get? A complete square. How do we get a complete square? Y square minus 4 upon 3y plus 4 upon 9 is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square. How? Y the square plus 2 upon 3 the whole square minus 2ab, and it will give us a minus, children, minus 2ab it is, so it will be minus b the whole square. So a minus b the whole square is equal to, solve the right hand side, 9 minus 2 plus 4, that gives us y minus 2 upon 3 the whole square is equal to 2 upon 9, children. Minus 2 plus 4 gives you plus 2. Take the square root on both the sides. You will get it as plus minus square root of 2 upon 9. Taking square roots on both the side. On both sides. So therefore you will get it as y is equal to plus minus square root 2 upon 3, children. Square root of 9 is 3. So plus 2 upon 3. So here either y is equal to root 2 upon 3 plus 2 upon 3, or y is equal to minus root 2 upon 3 plus 2 upon 3. That gives you root 2 plus 2 upon 3 and minus root 2 plus 2 upon 3. Can be written as 2 root 2 upon 3 and 2 minus root 2 upon 3 are the roots of the given equation. Alright, children, this can be done. Now come to question number 4. Question number 4 is over. Let us see question number 5 in the same manner. What question number 5 says: 2y square plus 9y plus 10 is equal to 0. First of all, see whether it is in the form of a quadratic equation or no. It is in the form of quadratic equation. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Now the second step is to see that whether the coefficient of y square is 1. Yes, children, the coefficient of y square is not 1. So let us make it 1. So dividing throughout by 2 y2, because the coefficient of y square is 2. If you divide by 2, then this will be cancelled. So 2y square upon 2 plus 9y upon 2 plus 10 upon 2 is equal to 0. So you are left with, after cancellations, y square plus 9 upon 2y plus 5 is equal to 0. Children, here the variable is y. The variable is y. Therefore, the coefficient of y is how much, children? 9 upon 2. If you see the coefficient of y is 9 upon 2, so find out the third term. What is the third term? Third term is equal to half multiplied by coefficient of y the whole square, children. Whole square, it should be always whole square, remember. So half multiplied by 9 upon 2 the whole square. The numerator multiplied by the numerator gives 9. Denominator multiplied by the denominator gives 4 the whole square. And we are left with 9 the square is 36 and 4 the square is 9 the square is 81, children. 9 the square is 81 and 4 the square is 16. Don't do this mistake. The 9 the square is 81 and 4 the square is 16. Now take the equation and put the constant to the right hand side. Add the third term on both the sides. What do we get? Y square plus 9 upon 2y plus 81 upon 16 is equal to minus 5 plus 81 upon 16. If you see, this is a complete square, children. How it is a complete square? It is a manner of a square plus b square plus 2ab will give you a plus, because plus 2ab it is, so you will get a plus b the whole square. So a plus b the whole square as y plus 9 upon 4 the whole square is equal to, children, solve this. 16 is the LCM, so cross multiply. 80 plus 81, that gives you y plus 9 upon 4 the whole square is equal to 1 upon 16. Take the square roots on either sides. You will get it as plus minus square root of 1 upon 16. So write it over there. Taking square root on both the sides. So y plus 9 upon 4 is equal to plus minus 1 upon 4. How 1 upon 4? Square root of 1 is 1 and square root of 16 is 4. Therefore, y is equal to plus minus 1 upon 4 minus 9 upon 4. That gives us, take the LCM, plus minus 1 minus 9 that gives us plus minus 8 upon 4, and that is equal to 4 ones are and 4 twos are, that is minus plus 2. So y is equal to minus plus 2